does in other Stranger Things. When I try to fall asleep. And it was with my eyes glued to a dark bedroom ceiling that I wanted to write a love poem. The words danced like fireworks in my head, but when I rushed to pen and paper, mud and ashes instead. The syllables through an open window had fled, so I slipped out the back to see where they led. And though hastily I pursued the sounds, they slipped my grip until I found a grassy hillside on which I could sit, look out across the valley at my suburban slice of wilderness, and beg the night return to me that thing I sorely missed. Crickets chirped their condolences, reminding me that perhaps in some distant future astronomers would find that a dozen stars had died mocking my impotence. A boy, a man maybe, but tiny all the same, groping for inspiration amongst countless tinier things, soaking in the shadow of the earth while great galactic engines pumped pistons, reversed fission, and listened as I babbled my feelings to them at great length, shouting into a vacuum tube. While the universe twisted on their fiery shoulders, unnerved by the wavering, faceless eyes, I fled to confined, familiar spaces. Closet agoraphobe that I am. This isn't the love poem I wanted to write. If it was, the person I wrote it about would know. She'd glow as soon as she heard the words. They'd set her heart aflutter like 100 hungry baby birds, and she'd sink in her seat, hoping that the subtle move would disguise the heat in her cheeks. But just like the sun that hides its face above the forest canopy, the hurried mask of leaves she weaves is only half complete. You see, I often fear that I am less a lover than a worshipper of effigies. Apparently idolatry is more my cup of tea, but apologies to the referee. You can't call foul if this game hasn't yet begun, you see. Desperate to avoid contest, I flee from tea to tea, but the dream is actual banish apathy with tender reciprocity. She's got these eyes, you see, which mine only dare delve for a few seconds fleeting, before retreating and eagerly awaiting the next meeting, feeling for meeting even when the thought is self-defeating, because across this ebony gleaming, tenderness is still ringing. But on heavy feet and jelly knees, I find it's hard to keep pace. But if that's what it takes, map my fur, buck my teeth, and put me into the rat race. My right hand shakes, I'm vibrating in place. You caught me at the corner of bloodlust and heartbreak, and I know teenage romance is the ficklest thing. But no, for now it's her. The plucks in my heartstrings makes the heart sing the melody that haunts every lonely teen. We gather round the well of angst and present our silent offerings. But I'll drop my thimble full and leave it labeled poetry.